Hi, and welcome to Hypnotize Me. Today's episode is a mini episode where I answer a question or give some thoughts about something. And I'm recording here in the loft. It's raining today, so you may hear that in the background. Today's question, though, is what is the difference between meditation and hypnosis? So this was answered by Marty Nathan in episode 18, in case you want to hear the full interview. He's been doing hypnosis for over 40 years and meditating about that long as well. So he has a great answer about the difference between meditation and hypnosis. Enjoy. I want to ask you some about the difference between meditation and hypnosis, because Marty also teaches meditation. You run meditation classes,
Yes.
And I know it's also part of your daily routine to meditate.
Right. The differences between meditation and hypnosis are meditation, you're going into a very pleasant state where typically your heartbeat will slow down, your blood pressure will diminish, your mind is less active. That may be true in hypnosis, but might not be true. So, for example, in the case I mentioned earlier where the woman had panic attacks for 20 years and I recognized what was causing it. It was from a person who she had been married with over 20 years ago. In her trance state, I gave her a suggestion that this person was chasing her. And so her heartbeat sped up. Her breathing sped up. Her pulse went up. Her brain became very active. She became afraid in the trance state. And then I gave her a suggestion that she was going to stop this person from chasing her forever. And she turned around, and I gave her a suggestion to turn around and say, I am no longer afraid of you. She then went back into the relaxed state, and I brought her out of the trance, and she never had a panic attack again.
Amazing. Yeah.
That's different than meditation.
Yes.
So in a trance state, we could bring about agitation if there's a necessity for it, as there was in that case.
Sorry, we had an interruption from the dog. I clipped it out, but Marty has this amazing standard poodle whose name is Karma. And she gave us a little entertainment for a little bit, but we're back.
So the idea is that in hypnosis, for example, Elizabeth, you told the story about, you told stories to the lady who wanted to quit smoking. So her mind was involved in the stories. That would typically not occur during a meditation.
Right, that's true. Yeah.
So the meditation is very consistently peaceful and calm, where you're working at emptying the mind, and keeping thoughts away from the mind, or just keeping a mantra in mind, or breathing in mind. Whereas in a hypnosis, you might be doing a lot of work. You might be imagining yourself on a treadmill, exercising, and notice how good it feels for the energy flowing through you. You might imagine yourself diving off the high dive, which is what I would have the divers who come in for treatment for. I have them imagining walking up and diving off the diving board. That would not take place during a meditation.
Right, true.
So the differences are hypnosis can be very active. We're actually helping to train the mind in the hypnotic state by giving them jobs to do.
Yes. Okay, that makes sense, because definitely sometimes when I'm working with someone with trauma, it's absolutely, you'll get a reaction going on that as a clinician, you're there to help them through that and talk them through that and give them the suggestions that they can release that trauma. And that's not happening during meditation. Hopefully not during meditation.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Yeah.
Just as an aside, there is the guided meditation that people like. And guided meditations, to me, are not true meditations. They're more like a light form of hypnosis, where the person doing the guided meditation is, in fact, telling stories.
Yes.
And guiding the people in the class along this path where they're listening to the story. So it's more of a light hypnosis. And most of the people listening to guided meditations probably go into a trance state.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I do both. I do the kind where it's not guided, but sometimes I will do a guided one. And you're right, it is very different than when I'm just sitting and breathing and trying to let the thoughts go, come back to my breath. Yeah, it's a different feeling. If you like this episode, do me a favor and rate, review, and subscribe on whatever player you like. or even better, tell a friend so that more and more people learn about hypnosis and how it can be helpful for them. If you want to know more about me, head over to drlizhypnosis.com. That's DRLIZ hypnosis.com. You can see the downloads and see if there's one that's helpful for your life. Or you could also join the newsletter and get a couple of free files, as well as lots of good content. I've written a newsletter for well over 10 years. Go ahead and subscribe and join the rest of the world. All right, people, have a wonderful week.